March Madness, and we're live at the Assembly Hall in Champaign-Urbana to present the 1987 Boys Class A State Basketball Championship. Hello again, everybody. I'm Frank Massoni, and welcome to the 80th state tournament and the 16th year of the Class A series. In today's first quarterfinal, we have 4 teams with an astonishing record of 107 victories and only 11 losses. Let's take a look at the pairings in Game 1 today in the first one. It will be the Green Wave of Elgin St. Edward shooting it out with the Cardinals of Chrisman. Then in Game 2 this afternoon, the undefeated Wolves of Pearl City, 30-0, challenge the Venice Red Devils at 26-3. And now for more on our first game of the day, let's join my colleagues, Art Kimball and Coach Ed Butkovich.
Thank you very much, Frank, and a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Ed Butkovich, welcome to the IHSA Network. And let me remind the folks of your credentials just a moment. Won the title here in '76, were runner-up in 1984. What's going through the mind of all the coaches at this point?
Well, right now they're all nervous, Art. They're all ready to go. You know, a lot of coaches lose a lot of sleep and they lose a lot of meals. But other than that, just a normal day.
Can you calm the players down before this first ball game back in the locker room right now? Anything you can say to calm them?
It's tough to do. You tell them to try to just take it as a normal game, but it's not a normal game. It's a special game. It's one game of a lifetime.
This is going to be a great tournament, isn't it?
I think so.
No question about it. Is there a favorite now with Providence St. Mel on the sidelines?
Well, I think earlier in the year you had to go with Venice, but you know there's some other good ball clubs there, and I think just go with field.
Yes, I'm looking forward to a dandy in this opener between Chrisman and Elgin St. Edwards, and of course Chrisman under the veteran Roger Beals. He's been here before, was runner-up 2 years ago.
Yes, he has been. He's had over 500 victories. He's a great coach, and I think it's going to be a great matchup.
Okay, more from that as we go along, but one of your network sponsors is John Deere.
If you ever wasted a Saturday trying to replace a cheap tension spring or a sheared pin, this needs to be your new mower. If you ever killed a Sunday by chewing up a drive belt or burning out a bearing, this needs to be your new mower. This is a John Deere, and because it's built so well, you can get something from a John Deere that you can't always depend on with other mowers. You can get done.
On the next MASH, the unit is left bloodless and sleepless, but never humorless.
At a special time, tonight at 11 after 19 Eyewitness News.
Hello, I'm Bob Hetherington. What you see behind me is not an illusion. This bank in Springfield is offering credit card interest rates at 13.8%. Other banks are offering similar, if not better rates, but none are in Peoria. Tonight I'll tell you where they are and how you can save lots of money, only on Eyewitness News.
Courtside, a little hectic here, but that's the way it should be at tournament time. Bring in Joe Tulo, the skipper of the Green Wave from Elgin St. Edwards. Joe, I know you're delighted to be here.
Oh, yeah, we're real happy. I'm happy for the kids and our program. It's a great thrill.
You're opposing a ball club smaller than you are this afternoon, but a very quick team.
Yeah, Chrisman's very well coached, and they've been here before, so we know we've got a tough ball game ahead of us.
I would imagine the interesting factor is going up against Roger Beals, a veteran coach. He's opposed big teams before. What do you expect him to do to try to offset your size?
Well, we understand that he does a lot of different things. We expect him to come out in anything. We've heard he's played boxing one, man-to-man. So we're going to be ready for everything because we know he's been around the block, and we'll be able to try to stop our big kids.
Pete Eschenbach, of course, and Kevin Callahan, guys that have been ballyhooed all year. Ron Russell gets 22 for you in the Super against Mendota. His big night. Is he going to play that way for you down here, you think?
Well, the thing is about our team that we like about it is that our kids have risen to the occasion throughout the tournament and throughout the year, and depending what type of defense, another kid has had a good ball game. So we've had a different hero every night, and that's what it takes to get here.
Joe, best wishes to you.
Thank you, Art.
Joe Tulo, the skipper at Elgin St. Edwards, and now Roger Beals, the head man at Chrisman. Rod, you've been here before.
Yeah, this is just the second time, though.
Well, last time you were runner-up, and no Providence St. Mel to battle this time around.
Well, it'd be nice if we could get something like that again, Art, but those guys look pretty big down there to me.
Well, now, you've opposed big ball clubs before. What do you have to do? You're big man 6'1", right?
Yeah, we're going to have to try to deny the ball inside to those big guys because we sure can't stop them after they get it. And, of course, they got a good perimeter game, too, so that posed another problem.
You've got a young man in your ball club in Troy Hollingsworth who was on your runner-up team 2 years ago. Is he your leader?
Well, Troy does a lot of things for us, and of course, he and Hollingsworth and Holt both do their share of leading, but we got other kids that got to take over, too.
Good luck to you, Raj.
Thank you, Art.
Roger Beals, the coach at Chrisman, and one of your network sponsors, Country Companies Insurance.
The day you drive out with a new car, you start driving down the value month after month. With most auto insurance, total a car 2 years later, and you just get the used car value. But with Country Company's Keeper policy, if your car is wrecked beyond repair, you get a brand new car. Same make and model, even if it costs more than you paid at first. So get the Country behind you.
You got the Country Company.
Coming soon to TV 19, a doctor who tells it like it is.
But if you're still smoking or eating too much, you really got a problem. And I don't think it's worth the risk.
Dr. Red Duke. He deals in high tech, but he does it with a human touch.
Man, life is not a smooth road, and we can all use some help getting over the bumps.
Dr. Red Duke. He'll make you feel good about feeling good, and he makes house calls 3 nights a week on TV 19.
March Madness is back, and we're ready for the boys Class A state championship for 1987 from the Assembly Hall in Champaign. In Game 1, the Green Wave of St. Edward in Elgin is 25-5. Won their Super, getting past Mendota 63-59. Chrisman's Cardinals whipsawed Buffalo Tri-City in the Super 86-61. Chrisman is in Edgar County in the East Okaw Conference. They'll be in the black and red. St. Edward will be in the green and gold. And now here's Steve Adams. Colors will be presented, and then we'll have the singing and playing of our national anthem. A very good house is gathered at the Assembly Hall on a very pleasant day, and Coach Joe Tulo out of Northeastern in 1974 brings his St. Edward Green Wave here. Tulo is 8 years, 122 victories, 79 losses. Roger Beals in his 25th year and 18th at Chrisman. He's had 10 20-win seasons in a row. Now let's meet the players. Here's the public address announcer, Steve Adams.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the coaches and players for this first quarterfinal round game featuring the Chrisman Cardinals and the Elgin St. Edward Green Wave. First, for the Cardinals of Chrisman High School with a record of 25 wins and 5 losses. First, introducing the head coach in his 18th season with a record of 424 wins and 84 losses, Roger Beals. And now the players. Number 4, a 5'9" sophomore, Greg Mattingly. Number 10, a 6-foot junior, Jeff Lusader. Number 12, a 6-foot senior, Joe Holt. Number 20, a 6-foot junior, Kenny Bland. Number 24, a 5'10" junior, Shannon Brinkley. Number 30, a 6'3" junior, Rob Crable. And number 44, a 6'4" sophomore, Chris Gore. And now the starting lineup. At 1 forward, a 6-foot junior, number 22, Troy Lunger.
16-point average and had 16 in the Super.
At the other forward, a 6'1" senior, 32, John Morris.
Morris also hit 16 points in the Super Sectional.
At center, a 6'1" senior, 34, Walter Holt.
An astonishing 35 points, 23 rebounds in the Super.
At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 14, Vince Porter.
A playmaker averaging 9.6.
And at the other guard, a 5'11" senior, number 42, Troy Hollingsworth.
He's been in this tournament as a freshman, sophomore, and senior.
Those are the Cardinals of Chrisman High School. And now let's meet the Green Wave of St. Edward High School from Elgin, entering this game with a record of 25 wins and 5 losses. First, the head coach in his 8th season with a record of 122 wins and 79 losses, Joe Tulo. And now the players. Number 11, a 6-foot junior, Jim Cruz. Number 15, a 5'11" junior, Arl Fleury. Number 23, a 6'3" senior, Mike Crosby. Number 33, a 6'4" junior, Dave Yates. Number 35, a 6-foot junior, Jason Schroeder. Number 45, a 6'2" junior, Joe Ridiford. And number 51, a 6'3" freshman, Mike Deal. And now the starting lineup for the Green Wave. At 1 forward, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Ron Russell.
A power player with 22 points in the Super Sectional.
At the other forward, a 6'3" junior, 41, Mike McGrath.
McGrath, a member of the National Honor Society, a great rebounder.
At center, a 6'6" senior, number 55, Pete Eschenbach.
Eschenbach averages 17.5 points and 9 rebounds a game.
At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 13, Kevin Callahan.
Callahan averaging 14.6 a contest.
And at the other guard, a 6'2" junior, number 21, Larry Schmidt.
The point guard hit 4 points in the final 30 seconds to win the sectional by 1 point over Byron.
St. Edward High School from Elgin. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for this first quarterfinal game, Ted Knapp of Mount Vernon and Jim Maroon of Neoga.
We'll have the tip-off in just a moment. One of your network sponsors is the American Dairy Association of Illinois.
Everybody knows how to do that kick. Health kick. Yeah. Whoa. The goodness of milk is a real health kick. milk real tall. Getting calcium and vitamins and loving it all. Looking good. Well, come on, everybody, milk that kick. Health kick, do that kick. Come on, everybody, do that kick. America's favorite health kick.
Drive, discipline, determination. The Illinois basketball winning tradition, a tradition we share at Kroger.
12 packs of regular, diet, cherry, or classic Coke or Sprite in 12-ounce cans, $2.69. S&W fruit in 16-ounce cans, 79 cents each.
And Cons all meat wieners or beef franks, $1.59.
Score with cost cutter savings. Go team, go Kroger.
At the Assembly Hall, in our first quarterfinal matchup of the day, we have the North, Chicago area's only Elite Eight representative, Elgin St. Edward West Suburban Catholic Conference, against East Okaw Conference from Edgar County in the South, Chrisman High School, the Cardinals. There are the records. If you're just joining us, St. Edward in the white, trimmed in green and gold. Chrisman in the black, trimmed in cardinal red. Starting with the ball, Callahan, and already Chrisman battling on the defense, and a foul to start the game. Foul is on Callahan of St. Edward.
Good defensive play by Hollingsworth there. Real good job.
Frank Bassoni working along with Coach Ed Butkovich of Mount Pulaski and Art Kimball. Vince Porter and Troy Hollingsworth come up for Chrisman. Watch 34, Walter Holt, the big scorer. There's a foul right away on Mike McGrath on the other end. And the Green Wave pick up quick personal.
Looked like St. Edward started out in the man-to-man there. This was a good drive to the right. Picked up a foul on 41.
McGrath wasn't planted. Hollingsworth is a senior, 19 years old, and his tournament experience, and that's him with the ball, 42. It's a man-to-man for the Green Wave. A steal, a ball out of bounds to Chrisman.
Looked like Chrisman was in a motion offense there, Frank.
One of the keys is going to be how tough St. Edward's guards play defensively. They were outstanding in the super sectional.
Chrisman uses Troy Hollingsworth to handle the ball a great deal. He had 12 assists in the super sectional. Russell, a steal, out of bounds, Chrisman. Roger Beals is on a run at Chrisman. That's unbelievable. There he is, 16 out of 18 seasons, 20 wins, 10 in a row with 20 or more victories. He's a fine coach. This is Troy Hollingsworth backing in. Baseline is Lunger. He wants Holt. Holt is 34, and he likes the ball. Lunger for two.
Good move.
First blood, Chrisman at the 7:05 mark.
Frank, they're starting McGrath on Holt defensively. They started McGrath on Mark Cooper, Mendoza's all-stater in the super sectional. We'll see if he sticks with him.
Russell tries to answer. Rebound to Lunger. Ron Russell's shot was long, and the littlest team, Chrisman, comes down with the ball. Hollingsworth pull up one-hander, rolling, no. And that's what you expect St. Edward to do. McGrath pulled it off the board. Schmidt in transition. Larry Schmidt at the point. Chrisman plays man-to-man, and we'll watch. Russell is 5. Inside line, pass lob to the weak side guard, Kevin Callahan.
Good play. Nice lob pass.
The game is tied at 2. This is man-to-man Callahan against Hollingsworth. Ball through Lunger's hands, out of bounds, St. Edward. And the crowd is into the game early. The tallest player for Chrisman is the same height as the shortest player for St. Edward, 6'1". The ball's inside to 6'6", Eschenbach, blocked by Holt.
Good block.
Holt high jump 6'9", even though he's 6'1". And he's going to go to Michigan State, and Judd Heathcote is here watching him. This is Lunger. Holt is 34. You'll get to see a lot of him in this tournament. There's Holt coming out to the foul line, and Hollingsworth weaves around, goes into the lane. Yes.
Frank, I believe Chrisman was in a Michigan State weave there.
Baseline McGrath. Little pop, not good. Rebound in the middle of the lane. Did Walter Holt.
Well, at least the kid will learn the offense early, then, won't he?
Yes, he will.
Hollingsworth, 180-pounder, bats in. Goes to Vince Porter. It's going. Porter rolled it in, the 6'1" junior.
Good live baskets.
6-2. is Chrisman's lead. 5:10 to play, first quarter. Callahan, wing right. Chrisman is guarding the baseline ferociously. They don't want the ball in the hands of the big people on the low block, like Eschenbach there. Layup missed. Rebound, Eschenbach. Steps in, puts it up, and didn't get it. Still St. Edward. They are powerful on the offensive board.
Yes, they are. 2-3 shots at a time.
Frank, you remember Jerry Poole, who, of course, coached Flanagan to a runner-up finish here. He scouted Chrisman in the super sectional edition. He came back with a report that they were an outstanding basketball team, despite their lack of size.
6'4" Dave Yates checks into the game for St. Edward. Here's a over and back violation against Chrisman, and the Green Wave will try to get their second goal. 2 turnovers now on Chrisman.
They don't do that very often.
Dribbled it off his foot. I bet he hasn't done that all year.
For St. Edward, the guards are 6'1" Callahan and 6'2" Schmidt with the ball there. 6'2", 6'6", 6'3" up front. That's Russell. Nice pass across the court to Callahan. They worked it twice for 2 goals.
That's for 2 of them, 2 lobs there on that weak side screen.
It's 6-4. Chrisman by a pair. Hollingsworth swirls down. He misses, and Russell out running. Transition game for St. Edward. Callahan lays it up and missed. Schmidt has the long board. Callahan, a very active player, listed as a guard, is played down low some. Russell's inside. Rebound, Yates, and he's fouled. Foul is on Walter Holt. It's pronounced Holt, but it's spelled H-O-U-L-T there.
This won't surprise you fellas at least at all, but Kevin Callahan is the top rusher on the St. Edwards football team, as well as being a very physical backcourt player.
Yates here, a 6'4", 16-year-old junior, is an excellent jumper. He can dunk the ball very easily and has in-game competition. He's a 54% free throw shooter, which is not a long suit for Dave. And he missed the first. 6 for Chrisman, 5 for St. Edwards. First quarter, just under 4 minutes to play at the Assembly Hall. We're in the Class A, Elite 8. Vince Porter for Chrisman. Nice move by Porter. Rebound tapped around. Chrisman, the nice. Troy Lunger, a lot of hustle. Hollingsworth has the ball a lot for Chrisman, the senior leader. Holt hasn't had it much. Porter tried. Well, we know Chrisman's got a perimeter game, and Porter just drilled one from 15. Russell answered.
Good recovery by Russell. Made a nice move.
3:22 to play, first quarter. Chrisman by 1. Hollingsworth and Callahan, 2 hard-nosed players. John Morris steps into the paint. Swirls, blocked by Eschenbach. Nice play. The 6'6" center on the dribble, all the way. Go!
Oh, good move. Good move for a big fella. Good move for anybody.
At 6'6" and 210, Pete Eschenbach gives St. Edward the lead by 1. Walter Holt, 34, still hasn't had the ball for Chrisman. Out of bounds, St. Edward. St. Edwards 4 for 11 from the floor, and we have a timeout on the court. 2:51 to play in the first. A 1-point game, and one of your network sponsors is Deutz Alice.
The Deutz air-cooled diesel engine starts easy and warms up fast in ice-cold weather. It runs cooler in scorching heat. It runs longer and uses less fuel. Since it's air-cooled, it needs no radiator, water pump, thermostat, or hoses. That eliminates 40% of engine failures. Air-cooled diesel power is standard in Deutz Alice 43 to 145 horsepower tractors. Visit your Deutz Alice dealer and see what sets our tractors apart.
Experience the sharpest picture, the clearest sound, and the best price around at Right Satellite. With over 120 TV channels and 50 radio channels, you have unlimited movies, sports, education, religion, music, children, family, and adult entertainment at your fingertips. Plus, at Right Satellite, you'll find factory-trained technicians and the largest dish display in Illinois. Hurry in now and save during the tax refund sale at Right Satellite. Right Satellite, Peoria, Tremont, and now servicing Bloomington.
The Elite 8 at the Assembly Hall has Chrisman and St. Edward. Watch Pete Eschenbach of St. Edward.
Okay, good block. He looks like he's going to go the length of the floor. Here he comes, the good left-hand dribble, good move. Great move.
Got back to the right hand for the shot, though, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
As your field goal percentages, Chrisman at 50%, St. Edwards 36% with 3 more shot attempts. Now Chrisman playing man-to-man, and St. Edward with the ball in white. This is Yates looking in downstairs for Russell. Schmidt. Larry Schmidt gives St. Edward a 3-point lead. Let's see if Chrisman tries to get the ball to their big scorer, Walter Holt, at least one of their big scorers. Oh, nice play by Yates. He anticipated the pass to Holt and took it away. Russell. St. Edward likes that high tempo, and double dribble called on Ron Russell. Dribble, fumble, dribble.
St. Edwards is looking awful tough, man-to-man defensively. Look like they're awful quick out there.
They played 14 AA teams during the regular season in their league and non-conference games. They're battle-tested.
There's a whistle and a foul on Callahan as Hollingsworth came barging down this new Assembly Hall hardwood. And they're going to put some rubber marks on this new court, the way they're scrapping out there on the defense. Callahan picks up his second foul. You don't usually get to the final 8 without playing solid defense. Chrisman has Holt for the shot. Weak side rebound to Schmidt. 11-8, St. Edwards, under 2 minutes, first quarter. Eschenbach inside. And a foul is on Walter Holt, or check it, John Morris, 32.
Real good turnaround move here in the middle. Good pivot, turnaround, goes up strong.
It's a pleasure to have a 6'6", 210 center. Eschenbach averages 17.5 points and 9 rebounds a game. Shoots 65% from the free throw line. Number 3 in his class academic.
Looks like he'll make somebody a good, strong forward.
No doubt, there's scouts all around the Assembly Hall. And 2 free throws for Eschenbach gives St. Edwards its longest lead at 5 points. Now Chrisman needs a goal.
They're going to have to get one pretty quick here so they don't get out of it here early.
Hollingsworth. Oh, nice move by Hollingsworth. Shook away from Schmidt. And right now, Chrisman's cold. And St. Edwards does what it does so well. Rebound. Callahan on the hunt. He's in. Traveling.
Right now, St. Edwards is dominating that defensive board. Chrisman's not getting much on the offensive board at all.
Hollingsworth with the ball and Holt were starters on the 85 team that lost in the final to St. Mel. Morris was a reserve. He's a starter now. Porter, finds a beautiful pass to Lunger. Blocked by Eschenbach. Beautiful play.
Great save.
Russell made the save. Eschenbach the block. And St. Edwards the ball and momentum.
Looks like Lunger's got a cut on his knee there.
Russell. Shot is short. Porter rebounds for Chrisman. The Cardinals have had 4 or 5 trips in a row coming up empty. Hollingsworth goes into the lane, and they're all short right now.
Kid that's doing a great job out there is number 33, Dave Yates. For Elgin St. Edwards. He's on Holt. He just switched over, took Hollingsworth on the jumper. He was a key in the super as well.
He missed that shot. He's a 6'4" junior, and Hollingsworth is in transition at 38 seconds. Here comes Hollingsworth. He's missed 3 in a row.
Short again.
Yates with the rebound. Pretty good 6 man, Frank.
And here comes 35, Jason Schroeder, into the game for St. Edwards. 6-foot junior, replaces Callahan.
Joe Tulo has 3 defensive specialists, and he'll alternate depending on who's hot. Invariably, he goes to Yates when the pressure's on.
Yates, a good-looking athlete. This is Hollingsworth. He and Lunger exchange. Now Holt's got the ball. One of the few times. Look at him jump. His jumping ability made that an easy shot.
He's fired up right now.
It's 13-10, and St. Edwards wants 1 shot with 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. They have a 3-point lead. Russell gets into the lane. Russell with 4. Shot no good. Eschenbach with 2. Rebound, Chrisman walking. No time on the clock, but we haven't had a horn. There's less than a second. St. Edwards will have a prayer. Look at that. No horn, but all zeros on the scoreboard at the Assembly Hall. Lob to Eschenbach. Shot no. It wouldn't have counted anyway after 1 quarter in game 1 of the A Finals. St. Edwards 13. Chrisman 10. One of your network sponsors is ADM Growmark.
For too many years, there's been a missing link in America's grain marketing chain. But now, the Archer Daniels Midland Company and Growmark Incorporated have joined to close that gap. It's a new company called ADM Growmark, and it provides a direct link between your Growmark elevator and the global markets of ADM. As a cooperative grain marketing system, ADM Growmark is committed to building bigger, more reliable markets. So ask your Growmark elevator about ADM Growmark, the company with worldwide marketing muscle.
Do you know your legal rights? If you or a loved one have been seriously injured, call the law office of Jay Jansen no matter what time the accident occurred. Jay Jansen gets results. He makes sure that you get every dollar you have coming. Day or night, call the law office of Jay Jansen and your phone call will be returned within 24 hours. Jay Jansen, representing seriously injured people for over 25 years.
Call me, Jay Jansen, for a free office consultation.
You don't think this means a great deal, Coach, to play in these kind of games? Look at the hustle.
Oh, makes a nice move there. Good defense. Good pass. Now here comes 55 over. Great block. Look at that hustle by Russell. Look at that. Look at that. Good job.
All right, back to live action. Just started the second quarter. Here's an interception by Chrisman in black. If you just joined us, St. Edward's in white, trimmed in gold, leads by 3. Chrisman Cardinals, named after the state bird, in black, trimmed in red. Hollingsworth. This is Lunger. Baseline. Yes. It's a one-point game again. Both teams have won 25 times. Schmitz outside, punches it into Yates. The sixth man is fouled. Looks like it's on Holt, 34.
It looked like maybe Chrisman was in a 2-3 or a little matchup that last time when the ball went down inside and they tried to go down in.
In the first quarter, both made 5 field goals, but 33% for St. Edward, 36 for Chrisman. St. Edward had all the free throws, 3 of 4. Rebounding nearly the same, 4-3 Chrisman. Turnovers, 4 apiece in a very close first quarter. Free throw by Dave Yates is home. And this young man has made a big contribution already, as Art pointed out, off the bench in game 1. Eschenbach from the inside for 2.
An offensive rebound. Hurts you every time.
A 3-point play in reverse gives St. Edward a 4-point lead. Man-to-man. Lunger against Russell. Lunger's little pop is down. Troy Lunger.
Gets up nice on his jump shot.
Chrisman's loosened up pretty well now, haven't they? They're into the flow a little bit.
St. Edward by 2. Lunger's 3 out of 4 from the floor, shooting. That's Yates, didn't want it, kicked it back out to Callahan. Look at him play with that high-low. Inside Yates. At 6'4", 3 inches taller than anybody on Chrisman's team.
Good pass by Callahan.
Now it's a 4-point St. Edward lead. Hollingsworth punches it into Lunger, and Russell got him. Once again, hustle by Russell, as you said, but that time he got caught.
Hustle by Russell could be heard all over the assembly hall. That's a call you and I could make, Frank.
You bet. Russell is 6'2" and 190. And Mike McGrath, 41, will come in, and Russell will go out for a rest. Chrisman gets the ball to Hollingsworth. His little shot is, you could see him put extra arch on it, intimidated, and missed.
He's having a little trouble right now.
Hollingsworth is only 1 for 7 from the field. McGrath lobs inside, intended for Yates. Schmidt got it.
Got a break there.
That ball went right to Schmidt, who clicked it off the window, and it's a 6-point Elgin St. Edward lead. The Green Wave have the hammer now. Chrisman gets the ball to Holt. He just jumped up over Yates and stuck it.
Nice follow-through on that jump shot.
What legs Walter Holt has.
You say he high jumped 6'7"?
6'9".
6'9"? Wow.
He had 35 points and 23 rebounds in the Super.
I know he had a great Super. He's had a great year.
It's a career.
Yeah. A lot of guys don't have that in a career.
There's a rebound by Chrisman on a 4-point lead for St. Edward. Now Chrisman could whittle it down to 2. Holt on the left side of the lane. Hollingsworth hits. He's 2 for 8. And he didn't blink. He just keeps firing. Now, St. Edward gets up and calls timeout. It's a 2-point game with 5.5 to play in the first half. One of your network sponsors, the Illinois Pork Producers.
Cacciatore, a la King, Tetrazzini, Almondine, Kiev. Classic meals, the lighter, leaner, more convenient dishes we're eating today, all made with white meat. But the white meat these classics are made with isn't chicken or fish. It's pork. Pork, the other white meat.
Hi, I'm Tom Cassidy for Neil's Appliance and TV. When it comes to the best American-made appliances, you can't beat Whirlpool. And for the best price and free delivery, you can't beat Neil's, the king of deals in downtown Pekin.
Chrisman has come back to within 2 because Troy Hollingsworth, who started this game a very chilly 1 for 7, did this.
Look, he's not backing off. He's going to drive it in there. Right in the middle. He's going to put it up, and there it is.
Nothing like the outside jumper. Russell back in the game. For St. Edward has the ball, number 5. Schmidt on the top. It's a zone for Chrisman.
Looks like a 1-3-1. Little matchup there.
Here's Russell around and out. Lunger's rebound, and Chrisman shoots for the tie at the 5-minute mark. Frank Bissoni along with Art Kimball and Ed Butkovich. This is Lunger. The game is tied.
Right now, Lunger's doing an outstanding job offensively and defensively. On the boards, especially.
Lunger is 4 for 5. Another young man with shooting chills is Russell, 1 out of 6. Yates has the ball slapped out of his hands to St. Edward. And into the game, Mike McGrath, the starter for St. Ed.
Little bumping on the inside. It's pretty physical underneath.
I think St. Edward's fans were looking for a foul down there.
So was Yates. He's the guy that got bumped.
Yates goes out. Callahan looks for help. Didn't get it in.
Good job by Chrisman. Good job.
That is a turnover, of course, and Chrisman shoots to the lead. They're trying for the lead here after being down by 6 a few moments ago. As Joe Tulo told us last night, this is a fine perimeter shooting team at Chrisman. Here's Hollingsworth. No. The long rebound to Schmidt running. The green wave. There's a bad pass. Morris comes out with it. And Chrisman will have another opportunity. Hollingsworth and hold outside. Now Lunger goes inside for 2. Troy Lunger is 5 goals in the game. 5 out of 6 shooting, and Chrisman has the lead. They're on a run.
They're getting that ball in the lane right now.
Now let's see if St. Edward answers. Eschenbach. Walk. You'd think that's where they'd want the ball a little more often with his size at 6'6" and 210.
They're double teaming a little bit inside, aren't they, Ed, on Eschenbach?
They're doing a good job on him. There's a nice block again.
Morris's shot was blocked. Morris rebounds, and Callahan has this one. And the green wave come down. The turnover shows St. Edward with twice as many, 8-4. And that's why they're behind right now. Chrisman has switched again. Their defense is back man. They're sinking off. Russell trying to front Eschenbach on the low block.
Roger told me earlier in the week that he runs a lot of different defenses, and they like to double team, play the 1-3-1, do a little matchup and everything.
And a little box and one they like too. Callahan lobs it to Russell. Ron Russell with 22 big ones in the super. Off to a slow start and a whistle away from the play. That was on Vince Porter with Chrisman. Good house at the Assembly Hall, and they're vocal. But if this game stays this close, you ain't heard nothing yet. Eschenbach's inside, and he's fouled. He's really difficult to handle downstairs.
He made another good move right there. He just had a little bit of tough luck on that. The ball going in there rolled out on him.
St. Edward girls won the state title in 84-85 and finished third in 85-86. This is Pete Eschenbach, 6'6" and 210. Three out of three, as you can see at the foul line. And another. The game is tied at 22. 3:18 to play in the first half at the Assembly Hall, the Class A first quarterfinal. Porter needs help. He fell down and walked. Tripped over Larry Schmidt. And St. Ed's will get the shot to try to take the lead. Split plays the point. Callahan the off guard. Russell, Eschenbach, and McGrath across the baseline. Eschenbach inside. Nice rebound. Troy Hollingsworth. He's going to push the ball up the court if he can. Hollingsworth. Rebound, Holt. He threw up a prayer. He wanted a foul. St. Ed's on the move. Russell all the way. Russell was held. Hollingsworth is now 2 for 10 in the game. Foul is going to be here on Lunger, 22.
I know he was fouled there, but did you see that pass that Russell made? He knew where that fellow was at all the time.
Ron Russell, a 68% foul shooter, shooting 1 in bonus, trying to give his team the lead. In a very competitive game, Elgin St. Edward from the West Suburban Catholic Conference leading Chrisman of the East Otaw Conference by a pair. Now the Green Wave extend the pressure just for a moment, show it, and sink back. Man-to-man. Hollingsworth does a lot of the ball handling for Chrisman. This is Lunger, a great quarter he's had. Rebound, Eschenbach, walk. Good attempt by Eschenbach, who is a very confident young man.
Great attempt. He went after that ball strong, and it looked like he was trying to throw it as he's going down. He knew where the guys were at.
There you see some of the big house at the Assembly Hall. Here's Eschenbach with another steal and another floor burn sliding in front of us. What an effort.
That was pure hustle right there.
Eschenbach gets a big hand. A look at his effort on defense has been spectacular. He's had the blocks, scrambling for the ball. Lunger looks baseline. Comes back out foul line, pops. You can feel it.
He's done it all so far.
He's brought him to the dance, and he's 6 out of 8. 24 all, 2-minute mark in the half. Russell's alone. He missed it. A tip-out rebound is to St. Edward. And a steal by Hollingsworth, but out of bounds to the Green Wave.
Quick hands on Hollingsworth saved a basket down there, I think.
There's 1:53 to play in the first half. You saw the score. Lob Eschenbach. He's up and down. He's got it in.
Good bank shot from the front of the rim.
You teach the big people not to put that ball on the floor in there, and he did not. He's 3 out of 7 from the field.
I think they're in the 1-3-1 now, Frank.
That puts Schmidt at the point, Eschenbach in the middle. Hollingsworth again, 2 for 11 now, and Russell rebounds. Hollingsworth's a better shooter than that, and is likely to get on track sometime in this game. Russell tries himself. He's cold too. Russell and Hollingsworth, 2 of the better scorers, both having chilly halves. Porter, number 14 right there, 110. Holt. Nice rebound to Callahan, a guard.
I think the ball slipped out of Holt's hand just as he released it.
Callahan is 6'1", but he's had 6 dunks in competition this year. Russell fires. Ron Russell knocked it in. St. Ed's by 4. And a whistle with 51 seconds. Chrisman calls timeout. One of your network sponsors is John Deere.
How long does a John Deere last?
How long does a John Deere last? How long does a John Deere last? How long does a John Deere last? How long does a John Deere last? Well, come on.
Biggs Awning and Window Company has everything you need to beautify and protect your home or office building. Like solid core storm doors, handcrafted for elegance and durability. Inside thermal replacement windows that tilt in for cleaning ease. And the 2+2 sliding door and window system made to last a lifetime. Plus, you'll find solid locking iron secure doors, porch enclosures, shutters, aluminum siding, Venetian blinds, and many other quality products. It's all at Biggs Awning and Window Company, where quality is first, last, and always.
Sony along with Coach Ed Butkovich and Art Kimball at the Assembly Hall with 51 seconds to go in the quarter. Chrisman trailing by 4, called a timeout. Why do you think Coach Beals did that?
Well, it looked like to me that they were in a change of defenses. One of the players didn't pick it up.
We'll see now what kind of defense St. Ed's is in. It's a zone. Holt's in the middle of it. He missed from point blank. And the rebound to Eschenbach, the big guy. 38 seconds. St. Edwards wants one shot. They have the ball in the lead. Chrisman sets up their defense. Looks like a 4-corner set for St. Ed. There's the clock, lower right-hand corner. We're in the first half of the first game of what promises to be a magnificent tournament. The pre-tourney favorite, St. Mel, was beaten. This is Callahan. Who will they go to? Eschenbach, low. Russell is not in the game. Schmidt is to Callahan, 6'5". Inside it goes, poked away by Chrisman. Good defense with 4 seconds.
They had a good screen on the baseline, and then they tried to go inside with a pass. Look for a lob here.
The stack, and they break. There's the lob. It's to Yates. He is to McGrath. Good at the goal. Mike McGrath took the ball that was slapped away from Yates and knocked it in. And at the end of the first half of play, Elgin St. Edwards 30 and Chrisman's Cardinals 24. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
When Ed moved to Wheaton, he thought he was going to have to look high and low for a Country Companies Auto Claim Center. He didn't know that Country Companies has more of them than anyone else in the state. So how about it, Ed? Hard to find?
Nope. It's just 5 minutes from my house. And the Country Companies folks around here are just as friendly.
You got the country behind you.
With the most auto claim centers.
You got the Country Companies.
Here's the baseball feed in, and they're trying to get the tip up by a Hawkins. Oh, yes!
Watching great moments from Bradley basketball really makes me work up an appetite. And nothing can satisfy my hunger like eating kitchen-cooked potato chips, made with that hearty golden flavor right here in the heart of Illinois. So when the gang gets together to watch the game, or the kids are looking for that perfect snack, serve up kitchen-cooked potato chips.
And I wouldn't do this commercial either if I didn't eat them myself. They're great!
In the first Class A quarterfinal game, the Green Wave of St. Edwards in Elgin led at the end of one quarter, 13-10 in this game, and has doubled their lead to 6 points at the half. But Coach Ed Butkovich, it's still anybody's game. And what do you think Roger Beals and Chrisman will do to change in the second half?
Well, they're going to have to keep St. Elgin off the offensive boards and hope that maybe they can go to the offensive boards themselves a little bit harder. They went real well, but with the height advantage the big boy has in there, it's been St. Elgin all the way on their defensive board.
We're now going to hear from the band from Dakota High School, directed by Alan Redford, entertaining the Assembly Hall crowd. Here's the Dakota High School band. twist and shout at the Assembly Hall. One of your network sponsors, the American Dairy Association of Illinois.
Everybody knows how to do that kick. Health kick, yeah. Whoa! The goodness of milk is a real health kick. Health kick, yeah, milk. You pour a glass of milk real tall, getting calcium and vitamins and loving it all. Looking good. Well, come on, everybody, milk's that kick. Health kick, do that kick. Come on, everybody, do that kick. America's favorite health kick.
In Color Time's hometown, a person's handshake and signature still mean something. And that's the way we do business everywhere. That means you can rent to own any TV, stereo, VCR, or appliance at Color Time with just your signature and a handshake. No cash deposit, credit check, or long-term obligation. So call or come by today. Rent with just your signature and a handshake.
Color Time now in Peoria, Streator, and Peru.
Nice going, Mustang. Have one on me.
Roger, Den Mother.
Great.
Trouble with your refreshment system? Negative.
Diet Pepsi, the choice of a new generation. This Diet Pepsi commercial was inspired by the hit movie Top Gun, available March 11th on video cassette.
It's two teams with 25 victories apiece trying to advance to the semifinals. Right now, the St. Edward's Elgin Green Wave has 30, Chrisman Cardinals 24, and both teams are good shooting teams on the season. Neither has shot like they can during the first half. Each has had a player who's had some particular trouble, Coach Ed Butkovich, and Chrisman, first of all, has had trouble with Troy Hollingsworth. He has got 4 points in the game, but he's shot only 2 field goals out of about a dozen. Porter has 4, and Holt has 4. Troy Lunger with 12 points, the leading scorer for Chrisman. Foul trouble, not really. A couple of players with 2. For St. Edward, the big scorer, 6'6", Pete Eschenbach, 55 with 10. Russell with 4. McGrath a pair. Then Callahan, Schmidt, and Yates all with 4. 2 fouls on Kevin Callahan, number 13, the guard, and nobody else in any foul difficulty. So Eschenbach with 10 and Lunger with 12, the leading scorers individually here in the first half of play. We're going to come back. We'll look at the team's statistics. We'll have the second half for you in just a moment. One of your network sponsors is Deutz Alice.
Now you can plant with more seed control and better accuracy, regardless of soil conditions, from conventional to conservation tillage, all with the 385 Quadra-Disc planter from Deutz Alice. This patented system features 2 opening discs and 2 closing discs, with depth control to assure proper seed covering. No other system gives you such precise seed control. Visit your Deutz Alice dealer and see what sets the Quadra-Disc planter apart.
Step into the Continental Club. Discover the music, the magic, the atmosphere. The Continental Club in the Continental Regency Hotel. It's a great place to be.
Hello, I'm Bob Hetherington. What you see behind me is not an illusion. This bank in Springfield is offering credit card interest rates at 13.8%. Other banks are offering similar, if not better rates, but none are in Peoria. Tonight, I'll tell you where they are and how you can save lots of money, only on Eyewitness News.
Frank Bissoni and Coach Ed Butkovich back at the Assembly Hall at halftime. Both of these teams, St. Edward and Chrisman, have shot 50% plus during the regular season. But, Coach, neither one have done that well in the first game at the Assembly Hall.
Maybe it's the pressure of the big hall. I don't know.
Have you've been here before as a coach in this hall. How did it affect your teams?
Well, if I remember correctly, it affected us quite a bit. One of the games, but the first game we ever played down here, it didn't. But
let's take a look at those halftime stats we're talking about. Chrisman shooting only 39% of 12 of 31. St. Edward 11 of 26. It's 42%. Look at the big difference in free throws. St. Edward has tried 10 and made 8. Chrisman has tried none. They're the short team, remember. Rebounding, the tall team with 21 to 14 edge. St. Edwards turned the ball over 10 times and Chrisman but 6. So there's a look at why St. Edwards has a 30 to 24 lead at halftime. We're going to come back with the tip-off of the second half, and one of your network sponsors is ADM Growmark.
Supply and demand. If you're a farmer, those two little words will have a big effect on your future. But now there's a company that's turning the law of supply and demand in your favor. ADM Growmark, a new partnership between the Archer Daniels Midland Company and Growmark Incorporated. ADM Growmark is a direct link between your Growmark elevator and the global markets of Archer Daniels Midland. So when it's time to sell your grain, remember the company with worldwide marketing muscle, ADM Growmark.
At the Hopedale Nursing Home, caring for patients is far more than just taking care of patients. Caring is connecting the nursing home to the Hopedale Hospital, so the doctors are never more than minutes away. Caring is baking our own bread, fresh each day, and providing a custom-built bus for shopping and field trips. It's special events, a cheerful country atmosphere, and much more. For more information, call the administrator of the Hopedale Nursing Home, Hopedale, Illinois, 449-3321.
11-26, 42%. Friday the 13th will be lucky for but one of these teams. And St. Edward has a 30-24 lead here at the half in the first game. We'll have a excellent second game coming up for you as Venice will take on Pearl City. Pearl City, one of two undefeated teams in basketball in the state of Illinois, with Peoria Manual in AA being the other. Then this evening at 7, we'll have Oakville and Watseka first, followed by Ottawa Marquette and Beardstown. Some excellent basketball throughout the tournament.
Frank, I just ran into Joe Tulo coming out of the runway. I was wandering around at halftime, as frequently do down here, and asked Joe what he thought of Chrisman, and he said, a very, very pesky ball club. I think that may be the understatement of the first game so far.
Well, Chrisman needs what they would call, I guess, the charge of the short brigade or something, because they have no one over 6'1", but they're very capable, and they can shoot the lights out when they get warmed up. St. Edward starts in a zone defense, and Chrisman with the ball.
Looks like a 2-1-2 right now, with the big guy going back inside.
Porter's way outside. His shot is not good. Rebound, Lunger missed, and Eschenbach has it for St. Ed. Remember, no three-point goal in high school, and no shot clock.
Another good save down there by the big guy.
Boy, yeah, this has to be a ball game, a clinic in position rebounding, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Part of Chrisman.
Eschenbach went to the goal. Chrisman player fell down, and a foul.
I'm not so sure it wasn't an offensive foul to begin with.
You got it right, Coach.
Looked like it might have been an offensive foul to begin with, and I'm not so sure he fouled here. He's just bigger, he's just over the top, but they usually give it.
The foul is on Eschenbach.
He seldom is called for the charge. He really avoids it. All the scouting reports will tell you that.
Holt is inside. He goes baseline. Walter Holt.
Good move. He took it right to him.
Was that a tough shot, gentlemen?
3 out of 7 for Holt, and he can shoot him in. You remember, he had 35 points in their last game. Here's Russell. Tried to beat his man to the baseline, couldn't do it, and traveled. Russell came down on his left hand, shaking it off a little bit there. And now Porter brings the ball up for Chrisman. That's a change. Hollingsworth brought it up the whole first half.
Well, early in the, late in the second quarter, Porter started playing the point. But he looked like he's going to be out there all the time now.
Hollingsworth on wing right. Holt's inside. Walter Holt knocked 2 in a row in. And just like that, Chrisman's within 2.
I'll bet you David Yates is back in the ball game shortly.
Nothing like good shooting to make a team look good, huh?
Right.
Here's that weak side pick and a jump ball. A good defensive play by Troy Lunger as Callahan went.
They got this early in the game twice, and then since then, Chrisman stopped it a couple times.
Good coaching on both sides here. Russell, a move to the basket, he missed. Rebound tipped out. Callahan keeps it and tries it.
Short.
He's short. Bodies are flying. Russell's got the ball. One-hander is down.
Long rebound, that offensive rebound again, though.
Ron Russell. And it's a 4-point St. Edward lead. Russell is now 3 of 11 shooting. Vince Porter. He shot one from mortar range. And St. Ed's has the rebound. The men in white. They led by 3 at the quarter, 6 at the half. Russell, baseline, sealed off there by Troy Hollingsworth. Smith tries to move and go. McGrath kicks it across the lane, stolen nicely by Chrisman. They anticipated that pass and took it right away. Chrisman's been here before. They lost in the Super in '84 and then lost the title game here in '85. Shot is good by Lunger. Troy Lunger pulls Chrisman within 2 again.
They're leaving that middle open right now.
There's a rebound by Chrisman. 14 in the game for Lunger. Chrisman shoots for the tie. Here comes Lunger. He missed, but a whistle and a foul on McGrath. And Yates checks back into the game for St. Edward. McGrath goes out. Yates, 33. Member of the National Honor Society. Chrisman has the ball near their coach, Roger Beals. Looks for Holt. Instead, it's Morris inside. He missed it. Nice rebound, Hollingsworth. He got a shot off somehow, but intimidated by Eschenbach. And Elgin has the basketball. Chrisman wanted walking on Russell. No. Callahan with a pop. Can't hit. Eschenbach drops it out of bounds. And if looks were words, Eschenbach would have told the official a great deal.
It looks like he's a little disgusted right now.
They may have missed him on a charge earlier, but they bumped him pretty good that time and it went the other way. So things even up, don't they, Coach?
Yes, they do.
It's real enthusiasm, isn't it, Frank?
Oh, absolutely. Coaches and officials. Holt. Look at Walter Holt, and he's warmed up. The game is tied, and Holt has 10, just like that.
He's excited, and all Chrisman's excited.
He's a launching pad. When he gets off the floor, he really goes up.
Great ball game. It really is.
We're tied at 32 at 4:05 in the third quarter. Eschenbach's on the inside, steps in, puts it up, and is fouled. Tough defensive assignment for 6'1" John Morris.
I tell you, he was doing a good job of keeping him coming across the lane. Look at Morris, right on him. Could have went either way.
That's all you can do, huh?
Yeah.
You teach defense all the time, Coach. You keep the young men from going across the lane on you. Now John Morris goes out there. Roger Beals gives him a rest.
First substitution for Chrisman today. Crable in for him.
6'3", junior, number 30, Crable. Eschenbach turns it over. Nice touch. He's 5 out of 5 at the free throw line in the game. Shoots 65% on the season. Looks even better than that. Missed that one. And it's a 1-point lead for St. Edwards at 4 minutes, third quarter. St. Edwards plays the defense. They're man-to-man now. Lunger fires. Rebound tipped out. And Callahan has it. This game has seesawed. Both schools with good crowds representing them. Larry Schmidt. There's a 1-4 set that gets on the right side. He steps in and is hammered by Rob Crable. And that's the 4th time today a screen for the weak side guard. We're going to have you get the chalkboard out, Coach Ed Butkovich, and draw that one up for us.
There's a replay on it now.
What's happened to the man guarding that weak side guard?
I think number 30 was just helping in the middle there, and he just got caught off.
Here's a good foul shooter, Schmidt, at 78%. Gives St. Edward a 2-point lead. He had 4 points in the last 30 seconds to win the sectional 44-43 over Byron, and now gives the Green Wave a 3-point advantage.
We've got Hollingsworth on the point again now.
Chrisman changes the point. This is Morris. Here's a fake and a shot by Crable. No good, and a rebound by Schmidt.
Good
dominating
fake.
The boards right now to St. Ed.
It was a good fake going, a good move on the big guy.
See if Chrisman tries to go back to Walter Holt on offense. Eschenbach's inside, and he's fouled by Crable, trying to keep him from getting the ball. There's Joe Tulo.
Crable's picked up 2 quick fouls in there now.
Tulo's had a good run. He and his wife, Sue, are expecting their second child literally any hour. Nothing going on in his life. Here's Russell inside. Missed, but Eschenbach rebound is stripped by Lunger and fouled by Lunger. And the Chrisman fans can't believe it.
I don't think they like that.
Let's see what you think. Pretty close. Callahan throws it in, stolen nicely by Chrisman, and a foul on Eschenbach of St. Ed's. How quickly a game can turn around. 1 play, 1 second. Pete Eschenbach picks up the foul, and now a whistle and a timeout at the 3-minute mark in anybody's game. It's St. Ed's by 3, and one of your network sponsors is the Illinois Pork Producers.
Ah, the delightful new meals people are serving today. Creative, nutritious, convenient, light. It's not surprising that all these meals are made with white meat. What is surprising is that the white meat here is pork. Pork, the other white meat.
You know, when I was looking for a lawn tractor, I wanted something I could depend on for superb cutting and easy handling. And I found it with a Cub Cadet. It's built tractor tough.
With an extra deep cutting deck that bags the clippings. And with twin cast iron cylinders, I've got 16 horsepower of smooth running power.
I can't think of anything that'll stop me and my Cub Cadet. I just thought of something.
Watson International in Tremont and Courtney International in Edelstein.
With 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, Pete Eschenbach, the 6'6" center for St. Ed's, just picked up his second foul. And Chrisman has the basketball. There's some of their fans in the red. This is the first year we've had courtside fans at the Assembly Hall, and a little later in this tournament we'll give you a shot of them. Big house. This is Hollingsworth. Chrisman down 3. There's Walter Holt coming to the ball. Boy, is he a good-looking player.
Does he get up high?
Holt with a dozen. Puts Chrisman within 1. Look at the double post-up down low. Yates. Russell fakes. 2 good hands on defense. There's the ball on the floor. Porter went after it, and it's Elgin's ball.
Good hustle.
Both ends of the court. You see the bodies flying to the hardwood. There's Schmidt. Looks in. They're trying to get, there's the Russell flashing across the lane. They can't get it to him. Double low post now. A double stack on one side. This is Russell popping out of it. Ron Russell made a nice move, hidden behind Eschenbach, and drilled it.
I think he likes that shot on the baseline.
2:05 to play in the third. Russell has 10 points. He's 4 of 14 now. Here comes Holt again. Porter goes across the paint. Holt steps out to get the ball. Chrisman being patient. They average 71 points a game, so they know how to score. Hollingsworth went to shoot, and Eschenbach, you can read his lips, said I never touched him. It's 3 fouls, however. Pete Eschenbach on defense.
There it goes.
Nice camera work, and there's the contact. Eschenbach, the 6'6" senior, with 3 fouls, comes out with 1:48 to play, and there's Mike McGrath replacing him.
This may be a good time for Chrisman right now to make a move if they're going to make one.
Well, Troy Hollingsworth is 66% successful from the free throw line, averages 13 a game. In and out. Hollingsworth just gave the bench a look like, wouldn't you know I'm having a cold shooting game.
Last night, a free throw like that killed Illinois.
You bet it did.
It rattled in and then went in and rattled.
Hollingsworth again. Swish. A 2-point game now.
Nothing but net.
And we're coming to 1:45 in the third. Pretty soon we'll have what they call crunch time. If this isn't it, Schmidt comes right. Eschenbach not in the game, remember. Yates, the 6'4" junior, comes out. Let's see who they go to now. Callahan's in the lane for the shot and a foul. Nice move by Kevin Callahan.
A good move.
Vince Porter held him. There's Porter coming over to check with Roger Beal. Beal's Graduated from Eastern in 1960.
I will hereby forecast before this is over, it will be an official. Name the official Frank Pisoni throw tightener. Not to be confused with the white knuckler, of course.
Kevin Callahan knocks the free throw in. Callahan, a 72% foul shooter. Has a pair, a 4-point St. Edward lead. Now the Cardinals.
This is the way St. Ed's played in the super sectional. Mendota got within one time and time again, could never get the lead.
Man-to-man is the defense by the White. Hollingsworth across the lane. Holt wants the ball. It's Lunger. Too long. Rebound. Holt. Yes. Walter Holt for 2 more.
There was some good block out by Chrisman on that last shot.
Holt's up to 14. It's a 2-point game. Russell fakes and travels. A ball fake. He moved his pivot foot. Chrisman shoots to tie now. 55 seconds, third quarter. Hollingsworth was in this tournament as a freshman.
Here comes the wave.
Crable turns, swings it up, and he is held and fouled by Yates. Rob Crable made a move that didn't look like he could get a shot off, but he got the contact. Yates picks up his first foul, and surprising as it may seem, Eschenbach, number 55, is back in with 3 fouls, and McGrath goes out.
Ed, with Eschenbach back in there, will they go zone, you think? Definitely?
Well, I think them going back in there, first of all, it shows that the coach has got a lot of confidence in him that he won't pick up that 4th foul. But I think they might go zone.
Rob Crable gets the friendly rim.
They will probably go for 1 shot. The main thing, though, they'd give him an opportunity not to pick up that 4th foul.
A miss. Long rebound. Callahan, a 1-point lead for St. Ed's with the ball. 40 seconds. Let's see if they play one. No signal. They run the offense. Callahan's open. He doesn't. Half a minute. There's the clock. And look inside to Schmidt. He's free. He turns. Rebound by Holt. And Chrisman could take the lead. Schmidt was down 3 feet from the basket, couldn't get it to drop. Hollingsworth is free for a moment. This is Walter Holt. Lunger rebounds and scores. And Chrisman has the lead at 3. To Russell. No. We've played 3 quarters at the Assembly Hall. Chrisman has taken the lead. 40-39. One of your network sponsors is John Deere.
If you ever wasted a Saturday trying to replace a cheap tension spring or a sheared pin, this needs to be your new mower. If you ever killed a Sunday by chewing up a drive belt or burning out a bearing, this needs to be your new mower. This is a John Deere, and because it's built so well, you can get something from a John Deere that you can't always depend on with other mowers. You can get done.
Blue skies and clean air were something I took for granted as a boy. Not anymore. We have to work together to keep our air clean and unpolluted. Now we're using new technologies and new products like clean-burning ethanol fuels. Ethanol is actually made from corn, and 25% of all gasoline sales in Illinois are now ethanol blends. Ethanol, made from America's own corn, is a step in the right direction.
Brought to you by the Illinois Corn Marketing Board on behalf of Illinois corn growers.
St. Edward's cheerleaders and the fans yelling for their team to come back. In the third quarter, Chrisman outscored St. Ed 16-9, and here's the closing goal.
Watch how quickly he got the shot off, and there's the inside rebound. Good hustle.
And Lunger puts Chrisman in the lead, 40-39. Back to live. Troy Hollingsworth starts the quarter with a goal.
They run a little clear out there for Hollingsworth, and he took it and made a nice move on there. Good shot.
Sometimes it's not how many, it's when. Oh, what a pass. Eschenbach missed the shot and rebounded and was fouled. Russell, I thought, was going to lose the handle on the ball and sent a one-handed wraparound bouncer to Eschenbach low. Crable made the foul. Watch it.
Good move. Should have had it.
Crable, a 6'3" junior, picked up his third foul, and Pete Eschenbach is at the line. Good player. It's a 2-point Chrisman lead. And now one.
2 big free throws, even though it's early in the fourth quarter, but they didn't want to get behind 5, and it kept them in a chance to stay close there.
Good point. Hollingsworth with lots of experience.
1-3-1 zone, huh?
Zone is the defense for St. Ed. Porter fires. A short. Rebound to Yates. Vince Porter, with good range, was short on that one.
I believe he shot that one from the next county.
It's a different zip code. Callahan hunts for 2. And he can't hit, but he's fouled. Kevin Callahan. Foul is on Troy Lunger. Third foul on Lunger.
He almost made a 3-point play out of that one.
You bet, and Lunger's been such an important player for the Cardinals. There's a very good look at the 4th-ranking senior at St. Edward academically. Callahan with one more. The game is tied with 7:07 to play, the first quarterfinal. Venice against unbeaten Pearl City is next. We have 2 more. Here's the shot by Lunger. Good! Troy Lunger.
Good ball movement by Chrisman on that one.
16 in the game. 8 of 14 shooting for Lunger. Chrisman by 2. Here's a whistle and a foul on Holt. Dave Yates was trying everything to set the low post, and Holt held him and fouled him his 3rd. Walter Holt, number 34 there. Look at Yates back in.
A little pushing going on.
A good break for St. Ed's because that pass went the other way.
Yes, it did.
Yates drilled it. A 54% foul shooter for the season. Knocked it in. This one could tie it. Good step in front, block out position by Chrisman. And they have the ball and a 1-point lead. Troy Hollingsworth zips the ball a hole. Look at that quick shot. Like a hot stove, he just grabbed it and fired it in. A 3-point Chrisman lead.
Great players always come to the top, don't they?
Yates gives to Schmidt outside. St. Ed's needs one here. A lot of time, though. 6'10". Russell, tricky dribble. Skip pass, Callahan punches it into Yates, who's fouled. Nice pass by Callahan.
I'll tell you, Hollingsworth is doing an outstanding job on Russell. Good pass. Goes up. Reached in, got a foul.
That's the 4th foul on Porter. Look at the quarter stats. In the 3rd, 38% for Chrisman, and St. Ed's only 2 of 10 for 20%. 2 of 4 free throwing for Chrisman, 5 of 6 for St. Edwards in the game. So Chrisman hit 6 goals to 2 in the 3rd. David Yates.
These free throws have kept him in this 4th quarter here right now in the 2nd half.
What a lift Yates has given St. Edward off the bench. He's got them both.
Good follow through on that shot. I hope all the young kids are looking at that.
Chrisman 46, St. Edward 45. 6 minutes to play in the game. Frank Massoni along with Coach Ed Butkovich and Art Kimball. Hope you're enjoying the action from the Assembly Hall. Hollingsworth, the leader of this team, comes to the right. This is Lunger. Yes!
I didn't think he'd put it up, and he went right in his face.
18 points, and he never blinked. A 3-point Chrisman lead. Russell shakes free. Rebound, Crable of Chrisman.
Crable's done a good job since he's been in there. Picked up fouls, but he's done a good job on the boards.
Hollingsworth kicks it on the right. This is Crable along the baseline. Double team to Holt. Boom! St. Edward has to stop it. Holt is on fire, and Chrisman has taken the lead by 5. Timeout, St. Edward. One of your network sponsors is Country Companies Insurance.
The day you drive out with a new car, you start driving down the value month after month. With most auto insurance, total a car 2 years later, and you just get the used car value. But with Country Company's Keeper policy, if your car is wrecked beyond repair, you get a brand new car. Same make and model, even if it costs more than you paid at first. So get the Country behind you.
You've got the Country Company.
Don't miss Tri-County Women's Strength Celebrity Auction to be held Saturday, March 28th at the Hotel Pierre Marquette. This is your chance to bid on a variety of services to be performed by over 70 local celebrities. Bid on lunch with the mayor, a Chiefs game with Pete Vanaken, a chauffeured ski trip by Jim McComb, dinner cooked by John Williams, your favorite pothole fill by Jim Dakin, a party or afternoon outing for your children, baked goods from O'Leary's, and more. Master of Ceremonies Gary Moore and 3 professional auctioneers will begin the auction at 7 p.m. on March 28th. Admission is $5 at the door, and all proceeds benefit Tri-County Women's Strength.
Walter Holt, who had 4 points the first half, has 18 now in the game with 14 here in the second, and he's ignited this comeback by Chrisman.
They're getting him the ball into the middle or right at the side of the key, and with his quick release, he's getting that shot up over the big guy.
This is Russell for St. Ed's to Schmidt for 2. What a nice answer job there. Joe Tulo called a timeout, ran a set play, and got a deuce. A 3-point lead. 5 minutes to go. Hollingsworth and Holt outside. This is Holt in the corner, and he's open. His shot is there.
Hey, he's on the money.
He has 20, 16 in the second half, and he's carried Chrisman to the lead now.
He and Lunger each have 20 points in the ballgame, 40 of their club's total.
And Lunger had a dozen of his the first half. Oh, great defensive play by Hollingsworth. Look at Russell get it back. Ball on the floor. Hollingsworth saves it. And stolen by Yates. Foul on Chrisman. This is a 4th foul on Walter Holt. And that's a big one. Look at this.
This is a great save by Hollingsworth, but he just got it. The fella didn't pick it up. He had the ball and he lost it.
In that case, be better off letting it go, wouldn't he? If you only knew what's going to happen.
Holt has 4 fouls to go with his 20 points. Free throw by Yates is home. 52-48, Chrisman. 6 of 9 for Yates. And now 7 for 10 for the junior 6th man. 3-point lead for Chrisman. 4:25 left in this game. Wow. Got a letter from a man from Alamo, Texas, saying he's watching his 60th IHSA tournament right now. And you can see why some people have this get in your blood. Chrisman the ball, a 3-point advantage.
Looks like Chrisman's bringing the ball out just a little bit right now.
The clock is on their side.
I think they're going to play with it a little bit.
Now just under 4 minutes. Chrisman in the black. Was down at the half by 6. Lead now by 3. Hollingsworth in the right corner. Holt is 34, playing with 4 fouls. Ian Lunger, the man with the ball, with 20 apiece. That's 40 of 52. Double teaming the ball. St. Ed's, a foul on Callahan. There's Joe Tulo. Pete Tice sitting over there. Third foul on Callahan.
Going to send a good shooter to the line and see if he can hit the free throw.
It's the 24th year of competition at the Assembly Hall in this state tournament. And Lunger drilled it. 69%. He has 21 in the game now. Chrisman by 5. 3:35 left. Lunger has 22. Russell has a word with Joe Tulo and moves to the right. Wants Eschenbach. Instead shoots. Missed. And strong Troy Hollingsworth with the ball. He didn't let the early bad shooting affect him. Foul on Russell. now we'll see who makes their free throws.
St. Ed's, it seems to me, Ed, may be shooting a little bit too quickly down here with their big size advantage inside, but they've been kind of discouraged by a great defensive effort by Chrisman.
Yes, they have been.
Troy Hollingsworth, 5'11", 180, a senior. Averages 13 points and almost 6 rebounds a game.
I'll tell you right now, this fellow up the line has done a super job defensively, especially his second half. He's done a real good job on Russell.
He really is a strong and tough competitor. He's a leader on the floor.
He's been out there for 4 years.
And here are 3 of them. It's a 7-point Chrisman lead with 3:13 to play. There's time for St. Edward, but they must shoot him in. Skip pass to Callahan. He fires. Rebound, Vince Porter of Chrisman. And Chrisman will see pressure now. St. Ed's will have to double team the ball and do some trapping. Hollingsworth tracks it down and lost it. Hollingsworth was bumped when he first got that ball and never quit going after him. St. Edward's in white. Eschenbach stepped out of bounds. Tough break for the Green Wave. Now it's full court pressure. There's a steal by Yates and out of bounds to Chrisman. Dave Yates, tremendous effort on the defense.
Great effort.
St. Edwards has turned the ball over 15 times in the game. Chrisman has to handle it now. Hollingsworth and Lunger. 2:35 to play. A 7-point lead and a foul on the Green Wave. Callahan the foul, his 4th. And hard-nosed Troy Hollingsworth is at the stripe.
The last 2 minutes, Chrisman has done a great job of keeping them from getting the ball down inside.
When you have players that play this hard, all you need is a scoreboard and another team, and you look good.
They are looking good right now. And those free throws look awful good right now.
57-49, Chrisman by 8. Hollingsworth. Elgin St. Edward has the ball. There's a whistle. Double dribble on the Green Wave. And the turnover hurts. 2 minutes and a half to make up 9 points for the Green Wave. They're pressing on the full court. They steal it. Russell's got it. He's in.
Good move.
Ron Russell with a tough move. St. Ed's wanted timeout and didn't get it. Chrisman has the ball. Hollingsworth up ahead to Holt. And Vince Porter. Let's see who will be sent to the free throw line now. 2:05 to play in this game. Chrisman by 6. Foul, Schmidt. And cool Vince Porter. Will go to the line. What a battle.
Frank Watch on the free throw here, 21. I think the referees should probably say something to this player. He may not do it right now, but as soon as he starts to shoot, he'll raise his hand. He has it the last 2 shooters. Just see if he does it again.
Vince Porter. It's missed. Holt stepped in for the rebound, and a foul on St. Edward. It might have gone against Eschenbach. That's it. That foul is on Eschenbach, his 4th. So Holt and Eschenbach both with 4 on the inside. That's not a big consequence unless there's OT.
I wanted to say something earlier and I didn't. Chrisman has a move that they make off free throws, off the offensive rebounds. They're very effective on it. They get a lot of offensive rebounds on missed shots.
Walter Holt knocked that one in. He has had an eye-popping second half. 21 in the game, 4 in the first half. minutes to play. Russell in a hurry. Russell wants Eschenbach on the inside and found him. Knocked away by Hollingsworth again. Hollingsworth with hands everywhere.
Done a super job out there.
What game these high school people put on. Russell's open and tries and rebounded. Now Russell steps in, puts it up with the left hand and missed. Gates rebounds. St. Edward's pounding the offensive board. Schmidt missed. Eschenbach rebounds, can't hit.
What they have, 3 opportunities there?
3 cracks. Just under a minute and a half, as you can see. There's a pen or pencil out of the court that's going to be tracked down and picked up. Chrisman is going to get 32, John Morris off the bench, and here's the foul on St. Ed. It's going to be number 5 on Pete Eschenbach. And his reaction shows you how badly he feels. 13 points in the game for Eschenbach. Outstanding player.
Played a good ball game. He's had a few shots that wouldn't drop in there close for him, and it's probably been a big difference in the second half.
McGrath is on.
Bernie's a shooter, Jim.
Eschenbach at 13 in this quarterfinal game. Some great blocks on the defense also. Chrisman with an 8-point lead and 1:19 to play has Rob Cradle, a 6'3" junior, at the free throw line, a 63% foul shooter. Holt snuck in and got the rebound. He saves it inbound to St. Ed's. Callahan fires. Good.
That was a big one.
And quickly, timeout, St. Edwards. It's a 6-point Chrisman lead with 1:10 to play. One of your network sponsors, the American Dairy Association of Illinois.
Everybody knows how to do that kick. Health kick. Yeah. Whoa. The goodness of milk is a real health kick. Health kick. Yeah, milk. You pour a glass of milk real tall, getting calcium and vitamins and loving it all. Looking good. Well, come on, everybody. Milk's that kick. Health kick. Do that kick. Come on, everybody. Do that kick. America's favorite health kick. Milk.
Starving Artist Group Emergency Liquidation Art Sale for 1 day only. Save up to 50%. Huge sofa-size original oil paintings from $19. Smaller paintings from $3. Thousands of beautiful original oil paintings by professional artists. Absolutely no painting over $39. Starving Artist quality at rock-bottom Starving Artist prices.
Free painting to the first 150 families this Sunday at the Holiday Inn Brandywine in Peoria and the Sheraton Inn Normal. This Sunday only, 11 to 4.
This is why people coach and play in basketball games like this.
I want to say one thing. I think the officials have done an excellent job in this game.
It's been hard fought defensively on both ends. That makes it tougher.
Yes, it has been.
Holtz is stripped and fouled by Russell. St. Edwards is not going to let the clock beat them if they can help it.
This may be a Bassoni throw tightener yet. Usually we don't say that with a 6-point difference, but I have a feeling that we haven't seen the end of St. Edwards in this one at all, gentlemen.
You know, Art, as good a shooter as Holt is, there's always the opportunity to miss a free throw, and St. Ed's has the size on inside rebound position.
The very best miss. And Holt is one of the best.
But just remember, Chrisman has got 2 offensive rebounds off the last 2 missed free throws.
That's right.
Don't forget, we'll be back tonight with 2 more like this. Walter Holt smacks it in.
Well, Roger Beals didn't win 424 games over 18 years without being a little crafty.
Going for his 24th point is Walter Holt. It's an 8-point Chrisman lead. 1:09 in the game. St. Edwards is in a hurry. Russell's in. Banks it too hard. Good rebound, Callahan. He tries. Bad angle. Good anyway. And St. Edwards a quick timeout. with 58 seconds to play.
Great shot down there.
Yeah, Callahan can fill it up, and he's one of their big scorers all year. They have to kind of change their whole strategy, though, with Eschenbach out of there now for, what, 58 seconds. What do they do now? It's a 6-point ball game. Chrisman's going to run some time, hopefully, I would think.
Well, if they get the ball down the floor without St. Edwards fouling them, I think they're going to try to stop the clock again. They're going to have to put a lot of full-court pressure on, which they've been doing for the last couple of minutes. So I think you're going to see a lot of fouling in this last.
Who do you foul, Frank?
66% foul shooting team. Take a look at this last one, and we'll talk about that. Here's Callahan. This is a bad angle, but boy, nice rotation.
Strong jump shot.
He squared up really well, and that got St. Edwards within 6.
You don't have a lot of choice, do you?
You really don't. There's some excellent foul shooters. No one in the starting lineup under 62% for Chrisman. Crable, the reserve that's played, 63%. There's your story of the game. 58 seconds in the season for one of these teams. And the big mountain facing St. Edwards is the fact that Chrisman has the ball, and they shoot free throws well. Porter will throw it in. Full court press. Ball's over to Hollingsworth, and he's fouled on the way up the court by Dave Yates. They got the ball in the experienced hands of Hollingsworth, and for St. Edward, 11, Jim Cruz is in. Mike McGrath goes out. Cruz, a 6-foot junior.
That's his second foul.
Will come in. As Hollingsworth tries one in bonus. Hollingsworth makes it, and his experience and the experience that Lunger's had, check it, Holt and Morris, can't hurt.
It's going to help him.
Hollingsworth is short. The battle for the rebound to the new guy, Jim Cruz. And Russell comes up. Russell and a whistle. Charging on Russell. The outside official saw the clear out with the left hand.
I think the other official was going to leave it go.
What a great year Joe Tulo and the Green Wave have had. They're 50 seconds. And on defense, they're down 7. Timeout, Chrisman. Vince Porter couldn't get the ball in quickly enough, and he called timeout right away. And that was something probably Coach Beals told him.
Good timeout.
Don't forget, we have to remind people that tonight at 7, Oakville 27-6 against Watseka 25-4. A couple of veteran coaches there. And then Ottawa Marquette, they beat Providence St. Mel. They're 26-4 against Beardstown 28-3. And all that action starts at 7 o'clock. 50 seconds on the clock, as you can see, and there's Chrisman with their lead. What's Roger Beals telling his team?
Well, he's telling them he wants to protect the ball, make sure they get it in, make a good pass, screen the man, roll back to the ball, make sure you get it into one of the guards, especially one of the good free throw shooters. They'll probably want to get Hollingsworth the ball. We'll wait and see who takes it out here first.
In the game coming up, Venice, favored by some to win this tournament against the only unbeaten A team, Pearl City. The Wolves are 30-0. Back to this one. Chrisman with the ball in the lead. 48 seconds left. Hollingsworth is fouled on the move.
They made one pass, and then they got the ball to Hollingsworth on the second pass.
Roger Beals may have the bus warmed up, fellas. He drives it, and his team commutes to Champaign. Last time they did it, they were runner-up to St. Mel for the state title 2 years ago, and he's in pretty good shape right now. 7-point lead. That's at least 4 trips down the floor for St. Ed's. They have to convert.
And Hollingsworth looks to add to the lead. Like that.
It all shows right there, doesn't it?
You bet.
Another day in the office for Raj, right?
And the shot is down by Hollingsworth. What a half he's had. He's got 13 in the game. 9-point Chrisman lead.
Double teamed up on Russell that time.
Schmidt gets it inside. It's Yates. Off the board, no. Rebound, Chrisman. And the men in black have things their own way. Look at Hollingsworth. He's fouled again. As It's like an instant replay. Hollingsworth with the ball and fouled 3 straight times. Yates picks up the foul.
It looked like they changed their defense up there last time. They come out on a double team on Russell. It looked like it might have been a 2-3 combination zone there.
What was the real turnaround in this ball game? Ed, do you recall, was it a defensive switch or something of that sort?
I think the guy up at the free throw line is a big turnaround, and then the fact that they got the ball inside in the middle.
That hit him.
To hold.
Yep. Hollingsworth again. St. Edward with that excellent year that including defeating Ottawa Marquette by 3. But this is Chrisman, now by 10. Hollingsworth showing what it takes after a cold shooting start has really come on to be one of the players of this game. Under 30 seconds. Russell throws up a prayer. Holds with another rebound. Chrisman will advance to the semifinals.
Chrisman played a great second half. A great second half.
23, Mike Crosby, a 6'3 senior in for St. Edward. And David Yates will go out, but Yates will be back. Next year, the Chrisman fans are having some fun.
Chrisman outscored St. Edwards 16-9 in the 3rd period, and haven't been headed since then. 4th quarter, Frank, there's free throw shooting. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 out of 17 in the 4th quarter.
And for St. Ed's, 45, Joe Ritterford, a 6'2 junior, and 15, Arl Fleury, a 5'11 junior, into the game. Russell out, Callahan out after a magnificent season. Walter Holt, 6'1 senior who's been recruited by many of the top schools in America. Here's a battle on the rebound and a foul again, this time on 15, Arl Fleury. 22 seconds to play in St. Edward's season. Here's a 6'3" freshman, number 51, Mike Deal, getting into the game. He can dunk the ball and is an excellent jumper, good prospect.
Coach says he's going to be an outstanding ball player before he graduates.
We should also mention that Darren Kotera, the 7th man, broke his wrist and wasn't able to suit up for this one, but he helped him get here. 32 is John Morris with that free throw. And the game will look a little more lopsided with the final score than it really was. Chrisman just drills its free throws. And they lead now by 13. This is Cruz. Cruz gets inside, is fouled by Hollingsworth, and you know Troy didn't want to do that. Coming up, we'll see if Pearl City can remain unbeaten against the Venice team that many had rated at number 2 before the Super Sectionals, and now many favor to win the tournament. For Chrisman, 12, Joe Holden, and 14, Vince Porter sits down. Porter's a good-looking player, too, a junior.
Yes, he is.
Holt is a 6-foot senior. Roger Beals will have his 425th win at Chrisman. Cruz rolled it in. A lane violation. Takes the free throw away.
Pushing on the freshman, Mike Deal, in the lane.
All right, the foul is on Deal, 51. And we have 16 seconds.
I know just a minute ago you mentioned the 425 victories at Chrisman, but he's had over 400 or 500 victories in his career.
This will be number 523 overall in 25 years. Some record. From one emotion to the other. As John Morris shoots another free throw in, and Chrisman did not shoot a free throw in the entire first half of this game. Has drilled a mountain of them here. They're just one after the other here in the second half.
17-20 now in the 4th quarter. 17-21, a big deal. They missed 4.
Rebounded Crosby. And now Hollingsworth with 6-5. It's fitting that Troy Hollingsworth fires at the gun. And that's the end of the game. and Chrisman has advanced 69 to 56. Roger Beals and Joe Tulo.
The old Rod shows a lot of emotion there, doesn't he? But I know he's happy inside. His kids are happy. Just saw a picture of the fans, and they're really excited, as well they should be.
It looked like a day at the office on his face, but you know inside, and he's celebrating the 26th victory for Chrisman. There he is, Roger Beals. And his assistant is Dave Chandler, and they will move on to tomorrow's semifinal. And they will play in game 1 tomorrow against the winner of Venice and Pearl City. And that game is coming up in a few moments. And I think we should salute, while we can, Joe Tulo and St. Edwards. A remarkable accomplishment to be in the Final 8 and to win 25 big games.
Oh, they've had a great season. They had a good game down here. Just unfortunately, the fourth quarter, they fell apart just a little bit, and Chrisman hit those free throws. And when they hit the free throws, they didn't give St. Edwards much of an opportunity there.
And you know, one time or another, you always listen to basketball fans and they say, well, this team will win because they're taller, they're bigger. Not this time. The taller and bigger team was taken out by a Chrisman team that was chilly in its shooting in the first half, but Coach, they came back strong.
They come back awful strong. I still say that I think the difference was Hollingsworth's defensive effort out there, and then they got the ball into the middle to Holt and Lunger. When St. Edwards went to that zone defense, or a combination zone, they got the ball in the middle or on the side post off the side of the key, and they hit the shots. And as quick as Holt can release the ball, you know, as soon as it gets in his hand, it's released, and he's got the good follow-through, and the way he jumps, he's just a terrific ball player.
It just shows you that a great player is a great player, and they come to the top. Whether Hollingsworth or Holt started a little cold, they finished so strong, and in the third quarter, they were really a factor. What do you account for that a team like Chrisman can get this far with a tallest player being 6'1" in a starting lineup?
Tradition. That's a big part of it. They say one of the most entertaining things they have over in Chrisman is the basketball program, and rightfully so, and on down the line, and Roger's done a great job for a lot of years, and he's still going to keep doing a great job.
You know, one of the things that I say each year that is such a remarkable statement, and it's so true because you coach in the Class A level, and you know, one of the players and coaches down here one year said, in Class A, basketball is not a game, it's a way of life. And in many of these communities, you see these entire communities here, and they're all over the hotels, they're in the streets, and this is something that they'll remember the rest of their lives.
Well, after this weekend and next weekend, when the AA is over, those people are going to say, what are we going to do now? Because in the communities, that is the way of life. That is the best showing down in the winter.
And you get the emotion on both ends. And one of the things that's so impressive to me, and Roger Ebert in reviewing Hoosier said, you know, nothing in pro sports transcends the excitement of a really important high school basketball game. And to these young people on the court, on the bench, the cheerleaders, the sidelines, the fans, this is something that they spill a lot of their emotion and a lot of their work for all year long.
You know, ever since those boys have picked up a basketball, they've always dreamed of being down here and playing in the assembly hall. Every coach that's ever coached a game has that as his dream, and very few people get to realize that dream, but once they have been here and they experience this, it's something that you never forget.
Who are they going to play now? Chrisman has advanced to the semifinals, and they'll play the winner of Pearl City against Venice. That's a game in which you're talking about a team with a 6'10" center, Pearl City, and unbeaten, and an all-state player, Jesse Hall, who's one of the best players in the state.
Well, I don't know who they're going to play. Maybe we could give a call to Dick Vitale, and maybe he could clue us in on this. But I've seen Venice play early in the year. I've seen them play twice, and they're an outstanding ball club. Jesse Hall is everything that the people have said he is. And I know that Pearl City has an outstanding team. They have a big team. So it's going to be whether Pearl City can get the ball up and down the floor against Venice's press. I think that's going to be a big factor.
Another factor in the game will be the tempo. Venice will like it fast. Pearl City not quite so much. We're going to come back with our second quarterfinal game of the day. As you see, Chrisman has advanced over St. Edwards by 13. One of your network sponsors is Deutz Allen.